my name is Tom Mikołajek and I'm an IT consultant in BCC. Today I would like to say a few words about monitoring IT infrastructure. First slide is traditionally agenda. I will say in few words about today's IT infrastructure, where we are going, the status quo and features. Today, next piece of our slides is a question to the listeners, to you. I will ask you a few questions about your infrastructure. Please don't answer it, only think about it. Second part will be IT and monitoring, what is happening in your, what is monitoring and IT, how to gather them and create one product, one system. And next piece is a case of life of IT manager, IT administrator, everyone had it. And next part is what your organization will get from our system, from our help, and how it's made. Next part is, and on the end of our presentation I will show you a short case study of one of our customers who has our IT management, IT monitoring system. Today's infrastructure is built of thousands of interfaces which are connected by links, local links or WAN links. There are working hundreds of systems which are creating millions of bits transferred by links, listed links or links to the internet. You have billions of queries and requests to your databases, to your DNS servers, to your FTP servers, to your Active Directory domain servers. The boundaries between physical world and virtual world are disappearing because you have hypervisors. Nowadays you can have a big server blade chassis where you have four physical servers, and there you have 50 virtual servers. Where we are going? We are going to the infrastructure which will be fully virtualized. And questions to the listeners. How many megabits per second your network is transferring to the internet? How big was load on DNS servers last Monday? How many apps now don't work properly? Please think about these questions and try to answer them without calling Bob, who is in a network department, to the Jane, who is a DNS server administrator, and to Jack, who is a app administrator. Please think about it. Are you able to answer these questions in 5 minutes to get information to answer this question from one place? IT and monitoring and IT, what it is and how we are doing it. Monitoring, like you see on this picture, occasionally you can think about surveillance cameras which you have in your office, in your home, in your flat. In IT monitoring system, surveillance cameras are all counters which you have on your switches, on your routers. Everything which you can measure and you can visualize it in graph. Monitoring system is a system that is able to gather and visualize information about IT environment. You can monitor everything which has IP address or is able to work in network. Why it is very important to work in network? Because we have to have one interface, one protocol which we will talk. Our system have to talk with the same protocol with your device in your network or with your server. Next part is a case of the life of manager. Imagine the situation: the man in blue comes to the man with a brown tie. Man in brown tie is a IT manager, and the man in blue say, "We need more RAM or storage or bandwidth, etc." And manager will ask why, but why you need more? Because our users say, for example, that they can't connect as fast as last year to the internet. And what now should do IT manager? Ask his supervisor for more money to buy equipment or bandwidth or more resources. Leave this case as it is. Maybe it will get better in 2 days, 1 month, or build with BCC IT monitoring system. What you will get, what your organization will get when you cooperate with us in building this system. Our system will show you where are the problems. For example, errors on port. Everything is working. You have all ports are up, but your clients or your servers say that I can't get 1 gigabit, I only get 1 megabit. Why? Because you have errors on ports. Bottlenecks in network. Bottlenecks are the small places on the bandwidth where you, for example, you need to transfer 1 gigabit and you are getting 100 megabits in network. Another example is lack of memory on your server. You have a lot of applications, a lot of databases, and you don't have enough memory. And another example is slow storage space. It is slow storage space is killing all virtual machines and other stuff which is working on storage matrix. All this information you can gather in logging to all switches or routers or storage matrix or servers, but you are losing money when people are only watching on the counters and they don't do their work. And you have here example of our graph of errors which our application create. And another piece which you get, we will reduce an OPEX with our application. OPEX is operational expense, sorry for my pronunciation. And why OPEX? Because people are doing their work, they don't have to watch all counters. Our application is doing it. And you won't get your network oversized. What is oversized? For example, you need only 2 megabits to internet, but you are buying 10 megabits bandwidth to the internet. you don't use 8 megabits, only 2, and you have to pay for 10 megabits. You are losing money. And another piece, which is on the other hand, underestimation of IT environment. What is underestimation? You don't have enough resources to work properly and smoothly. And our application will show you that, for example, you need 100 megabits to the internet and you have only 50 megabits to the internet. And everything isn't working properly. For example, here you have a graph of bandwidth on the port, on the switch, which it shows you the utilization of this port. And another piece is active monitoring. What you can see, what you can think when you hear active monitoring. Our application don't only gather information and visualize it. It is fully active, proactive, because it is informing a group of administrators or a whole IT department that is something happening in the network. And why it is important? Because if you get information, you are able to work with this information, to clear this information or resolve problem and anomalies. And here you have a data sheet with our storage matrix, and everything is here. You have in the third column that you can in one you can see that everything is okay, and you see uptime, load of CPU and other very important information. How it's made, how we are doing it. We integrate only open tools, open source tools. We don't use proprietary software. We don't give you a system out of the box. We don't take from the shelf and here you have a system and we will install it and everything is cool. No, every system is tailor-made. Imagine that it is the best piece of cloth that you have was tailor-made only for you, not for all people who are buying in the shop. It is tailor-made, handmade. Our systems are working in big IT environments. We have huge installation, and I will show you and say about few words about it in next slides. And now case study. Our system is working in Kompania Piwowarska. It's a Polish, one of the biggest Polish and producers of the beer. They have 3 breweries, 14 offices in Poland, which are connected with leased lines and internet. They have about 1,000 servers, routers, switches, and many links, many links. And they said that they need one monitoring system to measure the uptime, to measure SLA, to show their network, what is happening there, and what to do to get better, to have better uptime. What we did first steps which we made was to analyze the IT environment. Why it is important to analyze the environment? Because you need to know what is happening there, what devices you have in your networks. If maybe you will have devices that don't speak, for example SNP, and you have to find a solution for it. Next, we made a list of elements which are going to be monitored. It is important because you don't need to monitor not important things, not important devices, which are not very important for you. Next, we created a boundary of responsibility between teams of admins. Why it is important? Because we, on these created boundaries, we configure proactive monitoring. The application will send, for example, info that a switch is down to the people who are responsible for this switch, not to the people who are responsible for storage or who are responsible to the links to the internet, only to the people who are responsible to the switch. Why? Because they will work on it as fast as they could. Not. They don't work with everything. In the second step, we implemented in our system all information from the customers and from the first step, the list and what we get to know about their IT environment. We added cool extra features like IP and VLAN documentation, the application which gather all information about the IP space and VLANs, virtual LANs. It is a normal IPAM. What our client got a proactive monitoring system. He knows everything about their IT environment. He can gather all information in one place. He sees all information from one interface, and it is easy to use because it is web-based, not in the console. Of course, if you want, you can work in the console in CLI, but most of our users are working in web interface. Database of events and IT resources. Our client has a full database of events that have happened 1 year ago, and IT resources, like I said, it is IP space and VLAN space, and whole system is fully customized environment because of using open source tools. Our client can work with us or buy his own to create plugins to the application or to add new devices that will be monitored. It is very important because we don't shut the door to the developing this system. Our system is used in our own environment in BCC data centers. We are developing it, and we are creating new plugins, and of course if our clients need to, we will give him these plugins, new plugins and new features. And if you have any questions, I will answer them. Please don't hesitate.
Thank you very much for your attention. Thanks.